Tyler Alred has been sentenced for manslaughter. What has the sentence included? Going to church. Tyler Alred is an Oklahoma teen. He's been convicted of manslaughter and been sentenced to 10 years of probation with requirements that include regularly attending church. He's now 17. He had been drinking when he crashed a pickup truck around 4 a.m. back about a year ago, just under a year ago. The accident killed his friend, 16-year-old John Luke Doom, or maybe it's pronounced Dumb, I don't know, who was a passenger in the vehicle. Now, Alred wasn't legally drunk, but he is below the legal drinking age, so that means that he, no matter how much you've had, you are considered legally under the influence of alcohol. He pled guilty in August, and he pled as a youthful offender. So nobody wanted to see him behind bars in his family. And the sentence from Judge Mike Norman gave him a 10-year deferred sentence, probation in other words. And in order to stay out of prison, he has to graduate from high school, graduate from welding school, take drug, alcohol, and nicotine tests for a year, wear a drug and alcohol bracelet, go to victims impact panels, and go to church for the next 10 years. Obvious issues with the separation of church and state, according to a number of different law professors. How can you force someone to do religious activities as part of a punishment? This is such a clear violation. And it's not the first time we've covered it either.
Yeah. Would you rather go to church for 10 years or prison for 10 years?
Well, I mean, that's a little bit of a silly thing. Of course, I would rather go to church for 10 years than prison if I had the choice. That being said, this really doesn't make any sense. Now, Alred's attorney said, my client goes to church every Sunday. This isn't going to be a problem for him. Let's put aside for a second all of the church and state separation issues that are going on here. Let me get this straight. He's been regularly attending church already, which clearly didn't work in preventing him from driving drunk and committing this crime of manslaughter. And the judge sends him to the exact place that didn't work in helping him stay out of trouble. Does anyone get this, Natan? Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't. But I am worried about the constitutional issues at play here. This is even if the person is going to the same pastor that he was going to in his civilian life, the state can't be the one that's establishing that.
Absolutely. And the way some people have deluded themselves into thinking that religion can solve all of life's problems is also unsettling and damaging to society. Isn't this ruling a version of the Muslim Sharia law that these Christians claim to oppose and be worried about? Isn't it just a Christian version of it?
Of course. And things get really bad when you've got people claiming to be constitutional experts who claim that, well, they know what the Founding Fathers really meant, and the Founding Fathers were very religious.
Of course.
And so clearly,
right.
This is what we must do.